This episode is dedicated to the memory of Coach John Beam, who was senselessly murdered yesterday in Oakland, California. Coach John Beam is well known for being a football coach who created an environment of excellence as well as winning during his tenure as the head football coach at Oakland Skyline High School and also as head football coach and athletic director at Oakland's Laney College. He is remembered to most around the world for his 2019 Laney Eagles being profiled in Netflix's fifth and final season of Last Chance U. Our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to his family, friends, the many young men and players he mentored, as well as the whole Bay Area community. R.I.P. to Coach John Beam. Thank you for what you did, sir.
What's good, y'all? This your country cousin Pete McCorvey, a.k.a. Petey Mac. Man, get on up here. Pull you up one, light you up one, kick your shoes off, relax, baby. You around family. We on the porch. It's Pete McCorvey's Porch Talk. Let's do this. What's good, everybody? It's your country cousin Pete McCorvey, a.k.a. Petey Mac, and welcome back to the porch. I told y'all I was going to give y'all another session on the porch. You know, we had to do it up for the holiday for Veterans Day, man. You know, I know y'all was out there getting lit, you know, getting slizzard on the goose, whatever you do, because I'm going to be honest with you, in my past, when I was out there indulging in the devil's elixir, a.k.a. liquor, I used to, on holidays, I used to knock them back, so I ain't mad at y'all if you had a little devil's lettuce, you know, or that reefer, as the old people call them, you know, kush, chronic, whatever type you know, whatever you like to get into. I know y'all was out there enjoying some of that, but like I told y'all, I'm big on tradition. That's one thing veterans know. After being in the military, a lot of them things they teach are tradition, even though a lot of that bullshit is dog and pony. But y'all know all about tradition. And traditionally, we get on the porch on Saturday and we talk our talk. So even though it was Veterans Day and I gave y'all that one, I'm still going to fulfill my obligation and we're going to get on the porch and talk on this Saturday. Cool. And speaking, you know, Veterans Day, so man, I found out something on Veterans Day that I did not know, y'all. So, a lot of y'all are probably aware, y'all might know a lady that goes by the name B Nasty. If you know who she is, you probably smiling, or you're a man of culture, or a woman of culture, you know, we don't discriminate, because I know some women of culture too. But if you're not a man or a woman of culture, Miss B Nasty is a lady that be on that black and gold app y'all always hear me talk about. And she got some videos where she, you know, let me put it this way. She an independent woman, you know, she independent. She know how to take care of herself, especially in the forms of self-gratification. And it's an occurrence that she does that, you know, her being in the Navy was made sense, because y'all know the Navy be on the water, and you know she be, you know, well, she even said it in the post. She said from being on the seven seas to squirt. Well, y'all know what she said, but this is what got me. Not the fact that she was in the Navy. I found that out like 2-3 years ago. She was in the Navy. I was looking at her specialty mark. Well, for those y'all don't know, on a Navy enlisted men's uniform, they have what they call special mark. That's a picture that lets you know what the job she got is. And I saw what her job was. She was an information systems technology, or IT for short. Y'all, my jaw dropped. Because ITs for A school go to Corey Station, which is located in Pensacola. I went to CTRA school. CTRA school is located at Corey Station in Pensacola. And I looked at them pictures she had, y'all. She had on the type ones, or the blueberries, as they call them, some old blueberry camouflage the Navy used to wear. And I'm for certain, one of them pictures she posted, I remember the homie showing me that picture. And I remember that picture making rounds around base while I was there. Y'all, I'm so upset. Because here's the thing, I was older when I joined the Navy. Y'all know I was older. So, I didn't stay on base that much. Especially with the fact that I got family and a couple of homies I went to college with that live in Pensacola. Now, don't let Pensacola is 90 miles away from my hometown. So, if I went out in the streets, I was at the crib back home in Mississippi, 90 minutes away. And on top of that, I was, for like about 50% of my time there, I was cuffed to a woman that was in the Army. That motherfucker watched me like a hawk. Meanwhile, my homies, they running, throw them out there. Y'all, I could have been part of history, man. I'm so sick. Could have been a part of history. Y'all know that song, that classic Mardi Gras song, when the Saints go marching in, oh, how I want to be in that number. I could have been in that number, y'all. I could have been in part of history, and I'm quite upset about it. And a couple of people talk about it's a good thing she would have ruined your future. She wouldn't ruin my future. One thing about me, I may be in my feelings about a hoe, but I ain't gonna never save a hoe. And trust me, I'm not perfect. I'm gonna tell y'all, Unc done caught feeling for hoes a couple times. Cause this thing, everybody be like, you always call women hoes. I don't hate hoes. I love hoes. I just treat them like hoes. You dig what I'm telling you? That's one thing I ain't gonna never not treat a hoe like a hoe. I don't create false illusions or nothing like that. And she had, and also on that, Ms. B Nasty had a caption on there. She was like, out of the 5 years I was in, I only did 4 months and 28 days on sea duty. So that let me know she learned the game early. Because I guarantee one or two things that happened. Either she got pregnant, got off that ship, or she was fucking them khakis a lot. Them khakis is senior listed officers and all that, and mess with the wrong one and threaten to tell. And they like, yeah, we need to get her the fuck up out of here. So I ain't surprised at all. Like, I done seen a lot, and everybody like, I can't believe these women, she was in the military and all. There's a couple like porn stars that was in the military, both male and female, and everybody be shocked. How can they do that? Let me tell y'all something that y'all don't seem to understand. A lot of people that join the military are not the best that society has to offer. Y'all need to get that shit like these are the best of the best people. These are the bottom of the barrel. These are the motherfuckers nobody want. Or the motherfuckers are just like, oh boy, like can't get right. And I ain't sitting there talking like a bull, myself included. That's why I went to the military. Because I couldn't get right. I could not get right. I tried my best. And just nothing was going for me. And all that shit people was talking about, some people don't go to the military. Just because somebody in the military doesn't mean they weren't smart enough to go to college. Oh, no, 9 times out of 10, that's exactly what the fuck that mean. That's exactly what that mean, because there's some of the dumbest motherfuckers in the military. Let me tell you. I'm going to tell y'all this. If you knew the people that was protecting your freedom and democracy while you slept at night, you would do like Sarah Connor did on Terminator 2 Judgment Day and keep your whole cache of weapons in the desert. Because I'm going to let y'all know this. Y'all might as well get y'all Russian and y'all Mandarin right. We ain't winning the next war. We ain't. The motherfuckers they got, we ain't winning the next war. These soft, stupid motherfuckers, no, we're not. I'm being honest. I'm not speaking out of them. We gonna fight the good fight. But we gonna get our ass turned every which way but loose. Because we got some of them punkish and stupidest motherfuckers that are in charge of our safety. I'm gonna move on for that, but a good thing came out of me finding this out. I put up a video about this, and it's done 110K views at the time of me recording this. So I done went viral. But speaking of also viral, y'all remember that situation I told y'all about at the end of the last episode with MMA fighter Tracy Cortez saying she think Steph Curry will make a great MMA fighter? Obviously, she was shooting her shot. And like I told y'all, nothing about Steph Curry screams MMA fighter. Y'all, that one did numbers too. It's sitting at 189K views since I last talked to you. I done went viral back to back 2 days in a row last year. I'm proud of myself, man. Like, hey, and the people who was on there, hey, people sick of Ayesha Curry. Everybody was like, look, we don't condone Steph cheat, but if he cheat, I'm gonna close my eyes. And everybody like, no, he earned this one. And then a lot of people, no. Even some women like, nah, girl, don't do that. Don't do that now. Oh, now, and someone was like, oh, now he your man. Now he your man. Boy, man, it just, that go viral. Back to back with 2 videos. Oh, that's what I can honestly say, man. If I didn't do anything else this year, I consistently went viral. And I'm talking about over 100K videos. Not all of them did, but like, I'm gonna be honest. I had that whole stretch in the summer. I couldn't go 1 month of the summer without a video going viral. And hell, I done mastered between all the videos. I done mastered over at least 5 million views. Not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that. I'm just saying, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this social media thing. But anyway, so also in news, Terrence J. Y'all remember Terrence J. 106 in Park, Think Like a Man, a lot of other stuff. The Perfect Match, with her name is just as bad as the person who did. Cassie Ventura, that movie he brought out like a few years ago. He recently got married. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I thought Terrence J had been married, y'all. He got married, and at his wedding, there's a photo going around at his wedding with Gary Owens. And on Gary Owens' arm is one of the finest sisters that God put on the face of the earth. Now, y'all remember, I think earlier this year, we saw a picture of Gary Owens with a white woman. The world lost their mind. Hell, a lot of us thought the rapture had happened. And we missed it. We thought we was doomed. Because I really thought I said either rapture happened or the meteor's coming. And it's gonna knock this motherfucker loose. But he came back with this fight. I'm gonna be honest. The way the woman looked, at first I thought she was the actress that played Fatima on BET Sisters, y'all. And one of my friends told me the chick just had twins. Y'all, but Gary Owens, one thing, like Snoop said, nigga don't miss. Him and Rachel Dolezal, like, look, cause I don't like just giving white folks, invitation to cook out, but like how I said about Rachel Dolezal, she the auntie that's making sure everything right and everything organized. And not effect saying, don't you bring no white girl in here. Her husband that she divorced, that come to the function, that he still got feelings for. But he don't want to be around it because he can't stand it. He can only be around it so much. He know that basically like he be like, man, here, I borrowed this from you. Tell your punk ass auntie I got this from. That's what Gary Owens is. He that uncle. Cause he had to cook. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I remember first hearing about Gary Owens back when he hosted Comic View back in the day. I remember all my friends, cause I think I was punished for a while when that season he hosted Comic View. And everybody like, man, that motherfucker Gary Owens funny as hell. He funny as hell. I'm like, man, who is Gary Owens? So I think I watched it. Can't remember if it was a friend of mine. I think it was at a friend of mine's house, and I watched. I said, man, when this dude Gary Owens that you talking about, this nigga Gary Owens, he said, bro, that's Gary Owens. I'm like, this white dude? Like, yeah, like he the host on BET, Black Entertainment, and he was funny as hell. Now I gotta go on YouTube, go on Vlad TV. He explained because he actually won. Gary Owens actually won. Funniest black comedian in San Diego. Because he was actually in the Navy too. As a matter of fact, while he was stationed out there in the Navy, he explained it. But I was like, damn, he funny as hell. And like I said, Gary Owens, that sound like a brother's name. But yeah, hey, one thing about it though, he may not be a brother, but that man gonna keep him a sister, and a bad one at that. Boy, I ain't mad at you, Gary, because that thing was, boy, she was better than a 4-year-old in Kmart, boy. Woo! With gold, with silver caps in their teeth. Y'all know them kids who had them silver caps in their teeth, bad as shit. Man, music has been on point. Oh my God, man. Bun B and Corey Mo, way more trill. That album right there, boy, they took it back to when the South, especially Texas, was running the rap game. Oh my God, I felt like it was like 04, 05, 06, possibly 07. I'm riding around my car with the detachable JVC face, or if you got out the mud like I did, you had the cassette with the cord on it. That was the aux cord before the aux cord. Real know what I'm talking about. You had the cassette with the hookup for like your CD player to go to your earphones, and you just had to thug it out, hoping the CD wasn't scratched, just hope you didn't hit no bump. Oh, I'm gonna hey, look here. I'm gonna tell you how ghetto my ass was. My dad ended up winning an iPod Nano from his job, and he gave it to me. Y'all, some of y'all see where I'm going. Boy, I took that. I said VHS. I don't know, and y'all let me say it too. I took that cassette, put a cassette, took the cord and plugged it in my iPod Nano, and y'all, it's like it skips 2 generations of technology, but it worked. I'm not gonna lie, if my Nano would have popped up and had on screen and said on the screen, nigga, please, I wouldn't even been mad. But yeah, it took me back to that, man. He had like MJG, Jazzy Faye, Project Pat. He even took it out to the West Coast, got some new people. He had Lil Russell on there. Kept it playing with the Mississippi homies, Akeem Ali, and I almost say Chico Bean, but Chico Bean ain't from Mississippi. But he hang with the Mississippi OG, Carlos Miller, so he Mississippi through proxy. And he also had my boy, who, honest to God, who was on PSC, my favorite rapper. He brought Young Dro out. Oh my God, hey. I usually don't like to say no album is perfect. This motherfucking album was 10 for 10, because it took me back to, I'm not going to say when life was simple, because, like, look, man, I struggled emotionally and socially as a teenager, but it took me back to simpler times where I knew that there was hope and this wasn't the end of the road for me. So, yeah, hey, Bun B and Court Mo, y'all did y'all big with 10 for 10 on that. Jimmy Waters, this man just hustling this year. He dropped him another EP, 4 songs, still grinding. Give it a 9.5 out of 10. I don't have nothing. And with the singles, Big Crit dropped another one, The Mileage. I always rock with Crit. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Crit coming back. He's very energetic on the mileage. I win by Masego. I'm always listening to Masego. Masego just, he that guy to me. He gonna have his moments. He do this, and he gonna have his moments. He do that. Masego just a musical genius, and this new single showcases that. I'm waiting for him to do nothing with that saxophone, because Masego on the saxophone don't miss. And then Eric Roberson, I found out about him after watching the movie Prison Song, with Q-Tip, Mary J. Blige. Y'all know that sad movie. They used to play that on BT almost as much as they used to play Baby Boy. He had a song on there. It was the song that played at the end when they were showing the art museum. I Have a Song. Well, anyway, he released a single, Still Be Loving You, and it was, I hope he can spearhead bringing the neo soul back, because we need that type of vibe back, man. Oh my God, we need that type of vibe. We need that one, seriously. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about, and I'm so happy to see it, because y'all, I have been waiting for this moment for a long time. They have finally released the trailer for the Michael Jackson biopic. And y'all, when I tell you I ain't been this hype for a musical artist biopic when I see the trailer since I saw the Straight Outta Compton trailer back in 2015. They got this shit down to a T. This one, April 24th, when this movie drops, it's selling out. So I'm already gonna be prepared to either have to go a week in advance to get my tickets. Boy, it's gonna be, and you talk about a movie that's finna do, I already know it's finna smash back box office records. And everybody gonna be in there singing everything word for word. You gonna see grown men in they feelings. Just like how Jamie Foxx said about 15 years ago at the BET Awards, right after Michael Jackson died. He said, man, I saw grown cowboys crying. These are Billy badasses crying. You're going to see grown men doing that. Like, I had to go back after watching that trailer and watch his Super Bowl halftime performance show. And that's the first Super Bowl I remember watching. Had to really sit there and realize this brother sat there for 2 minutes and didn't say nothing. And the crowd was going wild. I'm up for that. Now, kind of what I didn't like in there, the guy they had playing Quincy Jones. He nailed the aesthetic because he had the bucket hat like Quincy had while he was helping him record Thriller. The pictures y'all saw them helping him record Thriller and all that. But bro was like a little too young. Had I not seen that bucket hat out, because even when he was talking, I'm like, who the hell is this talking to Mike? And then they went and showed him, like, that's supposed to be Quincy? Quincy Jones? Nah, I mean, dude look a little too young. But he nailed the aesthetic and everything. And everybody getting mad. That don't look like Mike. Bro, you're not going to get somebody to look 100% like Michael Jackson. Matter of fact, his nephew is playing it. Jafar Jackson, Jermaine's son, is playing him. What else do you want? What else can you ask for? Like, I'm for it. I am for it, and I can't wait to see it. But I do want people to realize this. They ain't going to be able to put everything in that damn movie. They not going to be able to fit everything in it. So don't be expecting to see him recording Thriller or the whole thought process behind Thriller. Don't expect to see the construction of Neverland. Don't be expecting the whole Motown 25 performance when he moonwalked. You know, don't be expecting The whole Pepsi commercial, he got his hair on fire. Don't be expecting to see the whole Thriller video. Don't be expecting to see the whole Remember the Time video. Don't be expecting to see his whole Super Bowl halftime performance. Don't be expecting to see the whole story of what went on with him recording We Are the World. They're not going to be able to put everything in there. They're going to have to miss some stuff. Just like how F. Gary Gray, for those y'all don't know, that's the guy who directed Straight Outta Compton. He actually directed Friday, too. And set it off. It's like he said when people got mad at him about Straight Outta Compton, and they said, you left this out, you left that out, you left it. He said, man, I gave y'all damn near 3 hours on the director's cut, and y'all still wasn't that. He's like, you got 2 hours and 12 minutes, I gave y'all extra 30 minutes. He said, I can't get every single freaking moment of the last 20, 25 years. He said, I just can't get that on tape. So some stuff got to get left out. Even though I am mad that y'all didn't put a Raven Prince in there, and the brother was on the fucking album cover of Straight Outta Compton. But I digress. I've ranted about that for 10 years, but anyway. But like, yeah, I'm looking forward to the movie. And I'm going in realistically knowing there's going to be some stuff that they are going to leave out. So I'm just going to do that. You know, TV is starting to ramp up. One thing I'm happy about TV, we're starting to get, well, not excuse me, we got a release date for season 8 of one of my favorite shows, The Rookie. Comes back January 6th. January 6th, The Rookie is back out. Matter of fact, speaking of new shows, has the last season of Bel Air premiered yet for Peacock? Because I'm ready for that to come out. I'm ready to see how that ends. Did that premiere? I need to go to my Peacock after I get to finish time. I'm going to Peacock and check that out because I hadn't seen it all over my timeline. So now I just had to remember because I know they said it was in November, but I haven't seen it. Anyway, speaking of premieres, Power Book 4 has come back. Well, it's the third and final season. I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad it's the final season of Power Book 4. Force, Tommy's story in Chicago. I don't, cause the first 2 episodes, the first episode, it didn't really move me. Like, Maria's still alive and the way her brother kidnapped her and held on to her, I'm like, okay, that was fucking corny. I knew Claudia wasn't gonna die. No way they can do that. D-Mac is still just an ignorant ass, like he the stereotype of them crash outs from Chicago, them young YNs from crash outs from Chicago. It just didn't, there was nothing like, there was no wow factor about the season 3 premiere. And I'm thinking the show has ran this course. It's about to, and I'm wondering, is it also maybe that now it's like, okay, I'm kind of joining that crowd that's kind of over, like, goddamn, it's another drug dealer show. Like, I think maybe now it's just become too, not predictive, it's just like, man, it's too humdrum, man. Like, it's, ooh, a drug dealer show. Okay, yeah, ooh, you're gonna kill him, you're gonna backstab him. These 2 people gonna make side deals. This man is power hungry. This man is eager to please himself. That person don't want to do nothing but get high. That person don't do nothing but have sex all the time. So, yeah, it didn't really awe me, so I'm not mad. Now, I'm going to tell you a show that did awe me, though. A show that did awe me was Vince Staples with season 2 of the Vince Staples Show. Man, this shit was hilarious. I like the fact that Vince Staples was breaking the 4th wall in the show's universe. I'm like, wait a minute, you breaking the 4th wall of the show by mentioning the show? I was like, oh, that's like some Deadpool. A 4th wall breaking with a side of 4th wall break. It's like 16 walls. And I did not know Vanessa Bell Calloway was that hilarious. She was way more hilarious than she was in the first season. Oh my God. the car rental episode. That woman, oh my, she needs to get an Emmy for best comedic support. Now, whatever the Emmy they got for that, she needs one. Because I did not know she could be that hilarious. Because a lot of stuff we see, she's usually somebody prim and proper. But to see her, like, have that type of hoodness, oh my God, that was hilarious. She made the season. Only thing I'm going to say I didn't like about it is, unlike the first season, it had Vince in different scenarios. This kind of centered around one central theme, and it was like, all right, man. But it's still good to me. I give it a 9.2. And Vince, don't leave us waiting for the third season, man. Like, yo shit is the West Coast answer to what Donald Glover did for Atlanta. I loved every second of it. Oh, and speaking of Netflix, hey, y'all go watch Eddie Murphy's Netflix documentary, Just Eddie. Hey, man, he touched on a lot of stuff. Like, he didn't really... So it's like some stuff I wanted to go in more detail, but he just nuanced it perfect. And you can tell he missed Charlie Murphy, man, his brother Charlie. He accentuated all of his, like, talking points, interviews. He put Charlie's stuff in there at the right parts. It was, oh my God, it was a good documentary. But what amazed me is how that man said he never like drink like that. He ain't do no drugs. He said because he saw Richard Pryor, he saw what he did to Red Fox, and then especially with him hanging with Rick James, that is a testament. But one thing we do know that Eddie like, we can see by all them kids he got, we know that man like him some women, cause damn, and even that white woman he married to right now, bad as hell. Oh my God, boy, even though he was talking about his marriage and all that, I mean, he had everybody on. He had Chris Rock, Jamie Foxx, had Adam Sandler, Pete Davidson, Kevin Hart. I don't know why Tracy Ellis Ross up there, because she ain't no comedian, but they had her in there too. I guess because she's on Blackest Comedy, and she was on Girlfriends. They had her in there talking. Talked to a couple other people. He sure ain't had Nicole Murphy up there. He ain't talked to her. He like, I don't want to talk to that. He ain't want her. He ain't want to get her input on nothing. But yeah, man, I like the documentary. Even though I know there's a lot of people out there that's asshole. Well, y'all shying away from one thing, Eddie. Why don't you talk? But we know what the incident that talk about. We ain't gonna do that. It was a good documentary. It was very heartwarming. So we ain't gonna do that to Eddie Murphy. Anyway, man, that's been my time on the porch. For the traditional Saturday session. Y'all can find me on Facebook. You know, search my name. You find me on Instagram, PDMac10, PETYMAC10. Or y'all can find me on TikTok, PDMac89. Same as Instagram. Just drop the 1 to 0, add an 8 and a 9. Y'all like what I post. Comment on what I post. Share what I post. And subscribe to my pages. Man, trying to help me. I'm trying to get my numbers up, man. But until next week, y'all be cool, stay calm, get paid. Peace.